necessarily because I ain't no gangbanger.
I'm about to say hood is just where you from. White people have hoods.
Okay.
No, you can't. I wouldn't even say hood is.
But that's not what we talking about.
I get what you mean. I just try to twist it a little bit.
On me, I feel like hood is your level of hustle.
Urban Dictionary says someone who is from the ghetto or acts as if they are there. Other words that would come with it would be hoodlum, gangster, thug, pimp, street rat, etc.
I think pimp is mine.
I'm going to introduce yourself.
E10 on Instagram, the Lonely Stoner. Please follow.
What we got over here? What's your name, big fella?
My name is Tyree. This nigga said we was friends. Alright, man.
That felt good. I always wanted to do that.
But people typically don't do that.
Yeah,
there's a button they press and
Yeah, I know, man. I just had to get that out of my system, man. Bring a little liveness to the podcast.
On me. It was a little dull for a second.
But
What's going on with you niggas?
Not much, man. I got a question to start us off.
What's up?
Sundress season is coming up, and I got a question. What's better, leggings or sundresses?
Sundress.
Respecting women? Not looking at them like
goodness.
that.
You say
This
sundresses.
guy, I say sundress.
I say leggings, man.
What?
I say leggings
Why?
for some reason. I don't know, man. I don't know. Girl in leggings.
You have no answer. That tells you it's the wrong answer.
Sundress.
Nah.
Sundress.
No, don't get me wrong. Sundress is nice because you get to see the little.
As a girl.
Sundress.
As a woman, why do you feel like sundresses?
I say sundress.
Okay, why do you feel like
Okay, this is why.
I could explain though.
That
Make
booty
sense.
loose. That booty loose,
Oh,
baby.
my mama. See, that's
That
why.
booty loose.
Wait, so y'all know who that extra voice is? My mom is the guest host today.
Everybody get that intro.
Wayne, Devin ain't even say she here.
Oh yeah.
I'm
producer.
sorry, producer.
Oh, I feel so important. Devin's here.
I was just waiting. But go ahead.
Okay, come on with your sundress.
All right, sundress because that booty loose. So them cheeks, when they move one cheek, left cheek, right cheek. You know what I'm saying?
And you can be walking in full speed and still move in slow motion.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? The booty loose. And you can lift that dress up easily, just right to it. You know what I'm saying? Dress up, panties to the side. Right to it. Dress up, panties to the side.
Yo, girls wear panties?
My nigga, see, that's what I'm talking about. See? He know.
Why do you say leggings?
I say leggings. I don't know, man.
He trying to make love.
But they can make
trying to take the clothes off slowly.
No. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, you say take them off
But
slowly.
I'm just saying, like,
They can wear leggings all year round, though.
yeah, I feel you, but in some
That's a time for this one specific thing.
Check this out.
You can wear dresses all year long. You can wear loose dresses all year long.
If I see a girl with a summer dress on in a blizzard,
I am not picking up. First of all, bitch, I ain't picking you up.
A dress is a
I need
dress,
somebody who
whether
got a brain.
It's a summer dress or whether it's a winter dress.
Yeah, it's all
They have loose fitting. They have loose fitting winter dresses that have.
Well, how about this? There's a little bit more to the subject.
If you want to see booty jiggling, you can see it in the wintertime.
It's a little bit more to
Hold on,
it.
no. This is my negative on sundresses.
Negative? I don't see anything.
This is my negative in sundresses. I don't like that kangaroo pouch in the front that most girls have. A lot of girls have the kangaroo pouch.
But they tuck that kangaroo pouch in their leggings.
And you can't tell.
until you take. So you want to take off the leggings and be greeted by a fanny pack?
No, I'm not saying.
That's exactly
I'm talking about just aesthetics. I'm not talking about every girl with leggings. I want to pull her pants down. I'm talking about just in general. It looked better in leggings. The body looked better in leggings than it do in sundresses. I don't want to see the fupa, bro. I honestly don't. I'm sorry.
Okay, now we talk about the dirty girls real quick.
Okay.
The dirty girls
My
who
favorite.
wear those. What you call that? Beauty supply, Family Dollar, Kmart, Walmart.
They easily get the run in the leggings and stuff.
I'm talking about the sundresses first.
Excuse me. First of all, I didn't even know
The
sundress.
The sundress is about as thin as a do-rag.
Those are the ones with the elastic up here and they fit loose down there.
They about as thin as a do-rag.
You don't see the pouch
Cause it's all.
because the bottom of it is loose.
Yeah.
Then you got the sundresses that just loose from the shoulders down.
But most girls nowadays, they wearing those tight, want to shrink your body up sundresses, and it don't shrink. Everything sticks out.
Okay, but they have
That
those
ain't the
for the
sundress for
wintertime.
them.
They have those for
all right. That's my problem. Like,
Not the
ain't no,
sundress.
you can't. It ain't no type of leggings where you gotta be like, that ain't the leggings for you. No.
Oh, the devil is a lie.
Yes, there is.
I
You
never
lying.
seen no leggings
Them
that.
see-through
devil
ass
is a
leggings
lie.
That's
be showing
designed.
all the weird rumples on your ass. Those.
Yes.
Nah, I ain't never.
Them might
seen
not
that.
be
Dirty girls
leggings.
don't wear
Yeah, that's
Them
pants.
might not be leggings.
That was
You a
jeggings.
lie. Dirty
No
girls-
jeggings.
When the
Them
dirty girls
Where
don't
you
wear
see where you see
panties.
the panty print in the back on the
Oh,
booty?
you can get that shit in
Oh, you like that? Oh, I do not. I'm sorry.
So
I
you
do
like
not
panty
like that.
prints?
I like
It
smooth
depends.
round
It
ass,
depends
my
on
friend.
if I see her. I gotta see her face in order. If you got an ugly face, I don't want to see it.
What? I don't give a fuck about that face. You got
What
ass.
the hell the
Don't-
face got to do with
I don't give a fuck about that face. We got some ass.
Cause look, all right. So the girls that got the print, most of the time it don't be the bloomers that that most girls wear. I'm talking. Yeah, that's what I grew up saying. Bloomers. It don't be little tidy whities, but it be like you can see like the little.
Yeast infection panties.
Yeah,
Yeast infection
yeah.
panties. You like that? I don't.
You don't like thongs?
What the fuck is yeast infection?
You don't like thongs?
I'm sorry, that's wrong. I get you.
All right,
Yeast
then.
infection panties. The panties is just too tight, and you can see it through those leggings. Your panties too tight, girl. You got two ass
Wrong
cheeks.
leggings.
You got two. No, them the wrong
that- no,
panties.
She got three
You
vagina
two-
lips.
Oh, man.
Wrong leggings.
Because they
See-through
have
things is a
panties.
problem.
They have panties now called no print, no lining panties.
That don't mean every woman can afford no line. I thought we was on the dirty girl topic real
There's
quick.
a 7 for $28 at Victoria's Secret that comes out every
7
2
for
months.
28. Dang.
And they
That's
really
a deal.
on sale.
Victoria's
They
Secret.
really on sale right now because Vicky finna shut down.
That's
Oh, yeah.
Oh my.
What?
They are
Really?
Yes.
For what purpose? I didn't
because
know that.
they discriminative against bigger women.
But that's their
They don't
whole
even
line.
sign. Yeah. They don't sell
That's
to
their whole
women
line.
that's busty.
They don't, because I can't fit their bras.
That's their whole line, though.
What you mean?
It's like Victoria's
now
Secret
people-
is like these are the most perfect of women, one of the most perfect of.
Okay,
Like
well,
lingerie
Everybody's
and
not perfect no more.
undergarments.
So it's different.
No, and nowadays nobody even trying to get in shape. They just
Some people are trying to
I'm
get
not
in
gonna
shape,
say.
but
I
the whole
think
thing
I think
is
the gym is
it's
definitely a
now
trend
that
now.
because larger
Yeah.
women
They're
are
gonna take
starting to
pictures.
protest against a lot of stuff.
well, why don't they just wear
Yeah.
pink? Pink
That's
is
the
thin.
same thing that's going to shut down, too.
Yeah,
No, I
I've
thought
seen
pink
big
was
girls
thin.
in
Yeah,
pink.
a lot of big girls wear pink.
Yes, I've seen
A lot
Pink,
of
girls.
big
pink,
girls-
pink
let
and
me
Victoria's
shut you
Secret
down.
is one, but I
Yeah,
thought they
but
was
a
two
lot
different
of the
entities.
girls is wearing
Take out their
pink.
undergarments.
If you look at the shit,
It looks stink.
and thank you. Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I just like leggings, man. I love it. Don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna see a sundress and I'll be like, ew, sundress. No, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that motherfucker.
That's how I feel
Well,
about
let me
leggings.
make you
Ew.
make sense.
Really?
I'm just playing.
Oh, I'm about to
just
say,
playing.
really?
I hope y'all know the difference between good leggings and Walmart leggings.
I just know the difference between a
Yes.
nice ass and leggings.
Yes.
And
That's-
a nice ass and sundress. That's
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I look at the ass, I
Because
don't
you
look at the
talking about
brand of.
you talking about panty prints and drawers
Yeah,
and all of that.
Mhm.
That's
That
because
shouldn't
they
even
wearing.
happen.
That's because they're wearing the cheap leggings, $388.
That's about as thin as a do-rag.
They're still. I mean, I still don't like the double booty cheek. I'm talking about double on each cheek. You know the panties be so tight
There they
that
go.
you see
Oh,
the
that's
booty
not-
cheek.
You got the
booty cheek,
leg,
booty
and then
cheek.
you got the
Yeah.
actual butt, and then you got
No,
the leg
that's
and the butt.
because they're wearing. There's a panty brand called Cheeks, and they cut up against the couple. They cut up against the
I
bottom
like those.
portion of your booty.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about the body. Okay, you know.
No, I know what you're saying. You talking about you see 4 cheeks.
Yeah,
Two on
that's
each
what I'm
side,
saying.
because they're wearing the cheek panties. There's
Oh,
a panty
well, I don't
called
like
Cheeks
that. I don't
has
like
the
that.
bottom
You
part
like
of
it
your
when
booty
the
cheeks
when the
is
leggings
hanging
and
out.
the sundress off. I'm telling you, most girls.
I
got
like the
those.
smooth booties. Okay, I want to see your
So
booty
you
look
want to see a
perfectly
whole
round.
thong on or no drawers?
You ain't
at
gotta
all.
have a thong on. Wear your right size panties. That's all I can say. Wear your right size panties. Ain't gotta be thongs.
I just like booty.
Yeah, I like booty.
That's all it comes down to. I just like booty. You ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, I see. Ty, you a little off. These all jokes waiting for you to just throw shots, throw shots. You ain't on it
You
today.
ain't yourself today. You need a Snickers?
My mind is everywhere.
Oh man. So what else is on the topic? I just wanted to open up with that.
Y'all heard of, might as well get into the red pill. Because, you know, health is wealth. And if you ain't worried about your health, then you're playing yourself. Y'all know who Dr. What's that nigga
That's a
name?
whole New York little sound he gave.
I
right
wish
there.
I had it. Like I wish I could drop the bump.
Dr. TB?
Yeah.
You heard about him?
Yeah, I heard about him. I don't know much.
People might get mad for me saying this. This alkaline diet is bullshit.
His alkaline diet.
alkaline water doesn't do, or this is the red pill for the week. Alkaline water don't do shit for you. The most alkaline water do is the same as acid reflux. It's acid reflux medication. But they was trying to push it as this kind of wonder water that can cure, cure cancers, cure other diseases in the body. The fuck else these damn notes say?
I thought the alkaline diet wasn't to specifically like cure diseases. I thought it was just like to get your pH balances correct.
It's by raising your pH balance that's going to purify your body. But that's not how none of that happens. That ain't.
Yeah, but it still raises your pH balance. No, I'm asking.
No. No.
So what exactly does it do?
Nothing.
So it's the same
Oh,
as
it's just
tap water.
It's water that they've raised the pH balance in. They've raised the acidity in it. However, once you drink it, it doesn't translate to your body like that.
I mean, it's a nice clean water though.
It's a nice clean water, and the most it's gonna do is get rid of your acid reflux. But you can pop a pill for that. But people are out here trying to push this water like it's this new wonder drug.
Oh, you pearled that. Yeah, he flexing or whatever. Nah, but I guess I just like smart water.
We have some of the control
That
of
don't
our
make
stomach's
you smart.
pH.
I know I'm very intelligent.
No, I'm not saying you in general. People started drinking that smart water when it first hit the market because they thought it was gonna make them smart as a motherfucker, and they still
Really?
First
That's
of
a
all-
dumb thought
First
to
of all,
even have.
yeah, they dumb as fuck.
It says
They
smart
dumb as
water.
fuck
So
themselves.
people thought, I'm for real. A lot of people thought, if you run a statistic right now, a test, a lot of people thought that it was supposed to make them smarter.
That's dumb.
Smart water, yeah, when it first came out.
That's
Yeah.
stupid.
I mean, when I first seen smart water, I was in 7th grade. My teacher used to always drink this big ass gallon. My math teacher, and I'm thinking, I need that.
So you was one of the dumb niggas.
He said, I need that.
Because this bitch would come with this big ass bottle of water and show her ass with them legs. I need that.
I thought it was like it's a smart choice to drink this water, like that. Like
I like that twist.
that's
on
what
it.
I thought it was. It wasn't like, oh, you finna.
Well,
Ace
see,
this
if
man
I remember
squeeze
right,
you
if
drink
I
this
remember
water.
right, before people actually
He
knew
said,
what
"I got a
the
final coming up."
it's the same thing with Gatorade though.
Same
Only thing
juice they was
it
drinking
just got a
on
lot.
Space Jam.
It just got more electrolytes in it. And when you just say electrolyte smart water, oh, that shit's gonna get me smart. No, that's not how that works.
Nah, I like smart water better than all the other.
Ice Mountain the best.
That's just
See,
like Gatorade ain't as good.
The
for
best
you
water
as
is
people
St. Louis tap water. Don't
I
let
ain't
these
gonna
niggas
argue
fool
that.
you.
I ain't gonna argue that.
Nah,
That's
they say we
free,
got
though.
some of the best water in the U.S.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
In the world.
I don't know about the
In
world.
the world.
but
Because the U.S. is the best country, right? And if we got
All
the
right,
best water in the
so,
U.S.
So that's another
Yeah,
episode of the
moving
Verbal
on.
Podcast.
Look, next.
Nah, a lot of people say water don't have a flavor or a taste to it, but I can definitely tell the difference.
Yeah, you can.
I definitely say it got a
If
taste.
you
Not all water
travel-
tastes the same.
If you travel, you know. that
I don't even know
water-
what that means.
They tell you not to drink the water in New York.
Or
Really?
Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't drink the water in Cape. That water's so hard.
Or Mexico.
Hard?
Hard.
What do you mean by hard?
You drink it and it's just...
You can chew
Nigga,
it.
that's mud.
They throwing mud
In
out there.
certain places in St. Louis, you don't drink the water. When
East St. Louis ain't us.
No, remember when we lived over off of Bluff,
Damn,
back
yes.
in the woods?
Yes.
Yeah, that water. But then again, now that I think of it, remember how my hands used to peel from that water up in there? Yeah. Told you, the doctor said I had lupus longer than it showed up in my bloodstream. So that might have been a lupus outbreak back then. Now that you think of it like that. Nigga don't have no heart attack.
Almost
I'm
dropped
on-
my.
this is
Almost
to make
dropped.
you understand.
Girl, I almost dropped my alcohol.
Nurses'
That's a
skills
reason.
are on pause
What
until
happened?
7
Almost
o'clock
knocked over my
tomorrow
cup.
morning. And he
I ain't got no more
chest,
alcohol. I gotta go to the liquor store.
And they
I almost
grab
caught a
his
heart
chest.
attack. Woo!
Nurses' skills is on pause till 7 o'clock in the morning when I hit the people.
So if I'm dying,
Not off duty.
You gonna let me
Not
die?
off duty.
You tell me I'm off duty, bro.
No, I do feel on
Is
that.
there a doctor now? She just got her legs crossed. Just
I do feel on that because
should have been choking 2 hours ago.
because people will call me after work and tell me what's going on at work. Like, I don't care. I'm at home, bro.
If you fall out, all I can tell you is I'm going to tell them how to do CPR.
You gonna teach somebody while
Someone call 911.
Instruct them on the proper way to do CPR on your ass. I'm off duty.
Nah, I get it though. When you off work, I don't even know where that place at. For real.
Let's take a darker twist onto the
Since we talk about
death.
health and death, I guess.
Yeah. What? Did y'all hear about the New Zealand massacre?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yes.
Oh, the church also said that they'll be.
One of the people's from St. Louis, wasn't it?
No, man, they all live in New Zealand.
Yeah, the church said that they'll pay for everyone
Funeral
that
costs.
passed away funeral costs.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Well, what's your
It's
thoughts on
somebody
it?
from either his family is here because it was on the news.
He was a New Zealand relative, if I believe straight.
But
No,
his family
was
is
from
here or something.
Australia.
Y'all know what I'm talking
He
about?
was from Australia.
Because they made a big deal of it on the St. Louis news. And it was they made the big deal just about him. I don't know if he was from here and lived there or his family resides here, but it's something. He had a St. Louis connection some kind of way.
We don't know that nigga.
I do.
Nah, but what's
I
your
don't know.
thoughts on it?
I mean, it's definitely a little fucked up situation. I ain't gonna say. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say it like that, but it is a fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? To see someone go through and just, you know what I'm saying, let loose on innocent citizens of that city and shit like that. So I keep them in prayers. I'm not even religious, but at this point, you know what I'm saying, anything that I have that help, I keep them in prayers. You know what I'm saying? I've already mentioned to my family already, you know, about the situation. They said, oh, you know what I'm saying, they'll pray for him and everything like that. So.
And it's crazy. They say he's a white supremacist, and he had like 75 pages on a
156, I believe.
Yeah.
His manifesto.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That had racist rhetoric and stuff on
Everything
there.
from shouting out. See, I can't that's the thing. I can't say he was a full white supremacist.
No, he
gave shout outs to Candace Owens. And that's what throws me off. Candace Owens is a black girl.
He's a full white supremacist. He acknowledged it.
No.
Well, his friends and shit, they were saying that he was nothing like this until he started to travel overseas. And they said that they believe a group got to him and made him believe all of these things. That, you know what I'm saying? They was like he was just an ordinary person until he started traveling overseas.
Yeah, he joined.
And he said it's because he saw certain things.
He joined a gun club, and they fully denounced him. It was like, yo, he was around us, but they didn't see any signs of it either.
Yeah.
And my thing is, you don't really see signs for real, of someone who's a mass murderer. Like, people can just snap.
I don't think he snapped. I think that was definitely
No,
premeditated.
it was premature, but I'm saying people, like, I could be going through something, and you would never know.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
It
Like,
could've been some
I could have
deeper
some thoughts in my
involved
head
that
about
snapped
hurting
about
somebody.
this.
Like, I could be having this podcast right now, and then later on in the day, go handle what I've been thinking about
And
this
I
whole
do
time.
not know you.
What?
I would not know you.
And that nigga be
What
like,
you mean?
God damn, that nigga was just sitting in my basement.
I would not know
The
you.
fuck?
If any of my friends came out to be killers, I do not know them. They getting denounced immediately.
So what if you turned out to be a killer?
Don't have it in me.
You never know.
I do know.
You don't have any to kill someone? What if you and that guy was in a fight and he had a knife on you? He stabbed you. So you know what I'm saying? And then you pull it out, and now it's up to you to sit there and either kill him or be killed. What's the situation?
There is no kill him and be killed. You can always disarm somebody to where they can't hurt you. I don't.
Tyree,
Well, I
you're
ain't
not like
even gonna
the
lie.
best
I
in
am far
disarming
from being
everybody.
suicidal. But
There's
I am
people who's
homicidal.
definitely
I
still,
would kill the shit
still
out of somebody.
killers.
I can't bring myself to do it.
I can.
Can't do it.
I've said on the podcast before, I don't advocate murder, but if something happened to my family that's like totally out of line, yeah, I'll go to that. I can go to that level.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't know till it comes down to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never killed nobody, so I can't say I will or know how. I ain't never done it, so I can't say I do.
I was taught.
But I don't know what would happen if it comes down to it. If it's a life or death situation, I definitely go. You know what I'm saying? All I'm thinking about is like I need to survive type shit.
If you're in a life or death situation, a lot of things come out of you that you that you didn't even know you had. So that's the thing. Like how we was talking about blacking out. If you in a life or death situation, you black out. You doing stuff you ain't never even knew you had the ability to do. did I just do a karate kick? Like, that's what I'm
Fear
saying.
make you do some shit
Yeah.
that you don't even know
That's
that
the-
you know how to do.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
perfect. It's
Fear
fair.
will make, I'm telling you, when fear jumps in and take over,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like you black out. Because you don't, sometimes you don't realize you doing what you doing.
Exactly. He don't believe in blacking out.
I don't.
Really?
Not at all. Not at all. If that was the case, more people would be able to plead. Because if you consider blacking out would be a temporary insanity.
A lot of people do.
Oh, yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say
on
that.
certain situations.
But how many people actually get off of that?
More than you think.
More
Getting
than
off of
less
it,
than you think.
It actually be true.
I've looked into this. Less than you think. Trust me. It's not something you can easily get away
They
with.
don't get them heavy sentences. They probably get sentenced to something.
Or
But
they might
not
get sent to a
sentenced-
psychiatric.
And I don't believe there's ever a time when people lose control of a situation, like unless they're drunk or under the influence of a drug. If you're in a sober mind, your emotions should not be able to let you get out of character.
And see, that's why
Okay,
I beg to differ,
that's-
because I'm gonna tell you from the time when I
What?
lived in
You
Louisiana
said in
growing
a
up.
sober. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When I lived in Louisiana growing up, one of the biggest cop outs because I hung with all white kids, because that's what kind of school I went to. It was 30 black kids in my whole school. Okay, so my
Oh, so
school.
you was the token black girl in somebody's group. Look at you.
But yeah, I rode the tractors and the 4-wheelers. Yes, night.
Oh, that's what's up, though.
All my friends were white.
I thought you was just hood, and you said you got a little country. Okay, that's what's up, man. I ain't know that
Way
about
home,
you.
Alabama.
Anywho, one of the big back then, when I was 15, 14, the white kids had license in Louisiana at that time. You could get your license at that age because you had to drive. So my white friends had pickup trucks. So of course I'm hanging with the white girls. One of their biggest cop outs. I was drunk. That's why I did such and such and such. I have never
That's
ever
an excuse people
accepted
use.
that as an excuse.
Same as I was angry. That's why I did such and such and such. Ain't no damn excuse.
Yeah, there's no excuse
I don't
to
think
do
I
anything.
don't think there's ever a time when your emotions should take you.
Now,
But
I
everybody
shit-
in the world don't have discipline like that.
I
So
do
just
because
because
I'm-
you don't have the discipline, like you can't say that blacking out doesn't exist. It just doesn't
You
exist
can
for you.
because what is blacking out?
blacking out could be an effect from a mental illness.
Then that wouldn't be blacking out for me.
Some mental illnesses will have you blacking out. Schizophrenia will make you. Sometimes schizophrenics will black out to where they don't have knowledge of what they're doing because it's like you got.
Then that would be
people with
temporary. Then that would be
multiple
insanity. That would be a
No, you have people with multiple personalities where you got Mary Jane right here talking, and you got Tina
That would
right
be-
here
that would
talking.
be
and
insanity.
you got Jeffrey, and they all coming at you at one time, and you hear all these voices.
There's only
and you
two
shut
things.
'em out.
Bipolar
There's only two
disorder.
things.
You
Yeah.
black out in bipolar.
There's only two
disorder.
things. There's the sane and the insane. So you're either one or the other. If you're schizophrenic and you black out, you temporarily go insane.
You don't have to be
Hold on.
schizophrenic or bipolar to be insane.
Blacking out is temporary loss of vision and consciousness.
Nobody said you did. Where you get that from?
No, I'm saying you saying that you either sane or insane. I'm like, I feel like everybody is somewhat insane. They got a little insanity in them. Everybody's not sane.
No, I definitely don't
That
believe
I feel like sane and common sense is it's the same thing, and a lot of people don't
No.
have common sense.
Sanity and common sense aren't the same thing.
In a sense,
Common sense is having common sense not to go stick your dick in a door. That ain't have nothing to do with sanity.
Okay, but if you stick your
If
penis
you
in the
stick your
door,
dick
that's
in the
insane.
door, that's insane.
it's
I mean,
one
you
and the
crazy
same.
as a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
it's one and the same. That's
Because
what
only a
I'm trying to
crazy
say.
fool gonna stick their dick in the door.
Exactly. That's why I said insanity.
And you said the definition of blacking out is what?
Temporary losing vision or consciousness.
Yeah.
Common sense is good sense and sound judgment in particular matters.
So
Exactly.
sanity and common sense is one and the same.
No.
I know y'all little dumbasses probably did it when y'all was kids. Go stick your tongue on the pole when it's ice cold outside.
No, I used to.
never-
I didn't do
never
that,
did it.
but I did stick a
Me
fork in a plug before.
Those.
You one of those. I'm like, baby, you one of those.
Those.
Stick your tongue on the battery. Because some motherfuckers say,
I
dare you
did
put
that.
Those.
Nah,
Like they say.
I heard if you stick your tongue on the battery and if it tastes weird, then it still works.
I ain't never heard that.
I was like
Ain't
8
nobody
years
heard
old, bro. I was like 8 years
Yeah,
old.
you believe anything.
I
man.
believe
During that
anything.
age, you definitely believe
My
anything.
cousins did me dirty when I was younger. My cousins did me dirty, man. I
I'm sorry. You know?
So when you stuck your tongue in that battery, it didn't give you a little shock?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But the taste was all right.
No, I was like, ugh. I guess when I was younger, I didn't realize that I got shocked. I was just like, ugh, that's nasty. And I gave it to the next person.
To the next person, everybody did it together.
So it was a whole circle. Everybody took their turn
Circle
taking a
full of
lick.
idiots. We was all dumb as hell.
Instead of passing a cigarette, they did passing a battery.
You want to hit this? Nah, but yeah, sanity and common sense.
I guess this shooting really gets to me because this shit shouldn't happen. And like, this is from somebody who you're just not religious. I'm full blown atheist. There is no God for me at all. There's no Jesus, and I know both of y'all are Christian, whatever. The Bible full of shit, Quran full of shit, all of that's full of shit.
I feel like that's ignorant to keep saying.
I'm getting to a point. Watch it. So, for someone to go inside a religious place and just kill innocent people, and the first thing they do is greet you as hello, brother, and you have that much hatred in your heart that you just want to start killing them, to go inside a church and kill 9 people, to go inside a mosque and kill 49, to go inside a church and kill 6 black girls. Like, although I don't believe in religion, when you're practicing whatever you do, you should be in full safety. And to know that you can't let your guard down bothers the fuck out of me. Because there should never be a point where you can't when you're worshiping your God, whatever he may be.
Well, wars will start from, religion.
Several wars have been started off religion.
Right, so that's all
not the
this.
same thing at all.
This is not the same
But
thing at all.
even as you being an
Wait,
atheist,
don't-
you can't
don't-
let your guard down either.
How's it the same thing?
But no. Let me finish before y'all start defending.
My bad.
Yeah. I'm saying.
And let's stop with the religion. Some of the stuff is bullshit. It's just not what you believe in.
If it's how I feel, it's how I feel.
And that's how the person who was shooting felt. You know what I'm saying? He had his views, except he's acting on them. You know what I'm saying? You just have hate. He wants them gone.
A lot of it.
Something is burning.
That's I'm smoking a cigarette.
And I just don't see how you have that much hate in your heart.
It's no
To the fact where you wrote on your guns, you wrote the names of everyone who had went on a crusade against Islam. And I have my own problems with Islam because I have my own problems with ISIS. But it's like, those aren't the peace-seeking Muslims that was in that mosque. Those aren't the people who got up and got their kids ready for the day to go say some prayers and feel good about their life.
I'm blind.
That kind of stuff bothers the hell out of me.
I get that. Yeah, it definitely bothers me that it happened. But
And then it's like, I could have probably made jokes if I didn't see the video. I can't see somebody get killed and then try to make a joke out of it. I can't find no kind of humor in seeing kids get shot. That's why still people don't come out about trying to make Sadie Hook jokes.
Oh, I've heard some Sandy Hook jokes.
But you shouldn't even.
I've heard jokes about
internet.
everything. Yeah.
Because that's what the internet is going to do. They make memes on everything.
Everything's a
Negative
meme.
Yeah.
I haven't
Because
seen
it's
nothing about that.
entertainment. Some
Yeah.
people take.
They take
Some people.
entertainment
That's what
and
be pissing me off. Some people take Instagram, Facebook, and all that stuff. They get into it and they take it so fucking serious. Stop worrying. When you being entertained, it's just like TV.
And then you live streamed it.
It's TV.
A lot of people watch it because they think a lot of stuff is fake nowadays.
How much clout do you want that you got a live stream you killing people?
I don't know. I just don't know. Because I was going to say, I don't know if it's clout necessarily, but in a sense, if you showing yourself doing this,
you want to be caught.
You want to be caught. That's what it is.
It's not more of a pride thing, though. Like, you're proud that you're doing this.
Yeah.
Beliefs.
And it's like, although I don't believe I couldn't kill nobody, I definitely believe in the death penalty, and I definitely wish New Zealand had it, but they don't.
Again, that goes back to what Vic said. You don't know what somebody could be going through to make their mind snap.
Yeah.
Because he was definitely comfortable with this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a lot.
That's why I don't think it was a mind snap. He was too comfortable with it. He wrote a whole manifesto.
I don't know. I was watching the ID channel yesterday, and it was talking about these, about women committing crimes. There was one chick on there when they was telling her story, It's her story began how she used to like to sit up and just watch like scary movies, killer stuff. That's the only kind of movie she liked to watch. Till all of a sudden one day, she went on a rampage.
Yeah.
She killed her husband. It was either the husband or the boyfriend, but she killed him. How she would see shit go on in movies.
Television programming, they program.
And it was just like when they got her, she just wanted to see how it felt.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of this stuff come to TV in general. I feel like the more you watch stuff like this, the more your mind start, because we're all manipulative in a way. I'm not gonna say everybody's 100% hard shell. Like there are people who can watch stuff and be like, start thinking about it. Not that you saying that you go act on it. It was like if you get into a fight or something, man, I just saw this on the movie the other day. I had 3-piece him just like he did on the movie. You all get kind of programmed to think in a certain type of way, and I feel like a switch can be flipped on at any minute to actually go through what you've been looking at. So I don't know. Maybe this guy was just doing research on stuff like that. They say he a white supremacist. Maybe he was listening to supremacist rhetoric and he heard one person say something and it gave him a thought to do this, but it's all ridiculous at the end of the day.
The extremists on each side is terrifying.
Explain.
You could say that white supremacists would be one of the sects of, because a lot of them are Christians. A lot of white supremacists are Christians. So that would be a set of Christian extremists. And you have ISIS and Boko Haram and shit, it's one more, not two more. They're Islamic extremists. I wonder if they're true extremists. And you have the left extremists, Antifa, and then you have the right extremists, which would still be white supremacists. The extremists are the scariest parts. The people who've been radicalized so much to where they can't see no other kind of dogma but theirs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's...
And the messed up thing is, if there's a spike in ISIS retreats, ISIS recruits and Boko Haram recruits, because of him, that's something he wouldn't even have seen coming. Because you hate me so much that I'm Muslim, I'll go join the real big Muslims. The people who actually hold to Sharia law heavy. That we cutting off your head if you don't believe in my God, Muslims. Because you hate me that much, so I can hate you. I can return that hatred. And that gets you nowhere.
Yeah. Jewish religious terrorism started in 1948, and this shit wild.
1948?
Yeah. It's like the first documented time.
I wonder, is that in response to the Nazis? Because hate breeds hate.
Hurt people hurt people.
Mm-hmm. So, it's like, how do you stop the cycle of hate?
You know, Hitler hated the Jews.
Hitler hated the Jews, and he was a Jew.
I took over a lady who was in the Holocaust.
Really?
I
That's
had,
interesting.
I had a couple of people that were in the Holocaust over the years.
I have never met anyone.
I've never met anyone.
As I said, that's interesting. That's
Yeah, it
very
is.
interesting.
That's why sometimes I like my job, because you sit up and you talk to these old people.
And find the most best stories.
Yeah. They grew up with a mammy in their house. And some of them still have their mind frame.
If the U.S. turned into a dictatorship to where they was sending people in prison or whatever, like, not in prison, but prison camps or whatever, how long do you think you could survive?
I mean, we did that before to the Japanese.
I'm saying us right now.
Say your question again.
If, let's say Nazi Germany is today,
Mm-hmm.
do you think you'd be able to survive?
No.
And if you can't
I'm able to
survive,
fight.
how
I'm
long
able
do
to
you?
fight. I'm able to, fight for my survival, though. I can say that.
Do you think you'd be able to? Do you think you'll have long-lasting mental damage from it?
Yes. I know for a fact I would. Because I've never seen nothing like that before. So that would change me. You become what you experience. So
I would feel like if you seeing it all around you, become immune to it.
That's if you last long enough.
I don't believe that. I don't believe you become what you experience. And it's because of the book I'm reading that you have the ability to formulate your thoughts, and your thoughts formulate you. You should not let, no matter what the experience is, dictate how you turn out as a person if it is against how you want to be a person.
I get you shouldn't.
Yeah.
I get that you shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't put a fork in that plug. You shouldn't have licked that battery.
I think I'm still affected by it today.
We know what we're supposed to do, but it doesn't mean we're doing it. You know
a lot of people become products of their environment.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. It's not. That don't mean you're weak-minded.
You don't
or anything
necessarily
like that.
have to become those things that you experience, but the things that you experience is what form you. You know what I'm saying?
It form your mindset.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying?
No, I don't believe that.
I mean, that kind of takes you, and I'm going to twist the subject real quick with the R. Kelly, because you said you kind of become a product of your environment.
Right.
Them chicks that still live with him, they had the opportunity to go home. They're not fighting against him. It's more so their family. So all of this rook-marah with these other hoes want to be pissed off. Now, don't get me wrong. For the cases where he's wrong, like he said, he never held nobody hostage. These two girls living with him said, wait a minute.
Okay, I'll let you finish up all
They said that he's not holding them hostage. Those other thoughts that was 15 and saying they was 19 and 20, that was on them. They admitted to lying about their age. The ones that was 19 and 20 and 21, when they got involved with him, he didn't take advantage of them. Them hoes thought they was going to get fame and fortune from dealing with the R. But when they didn't, then now you want to set Kels out there. Like he did something wrong to you.
Right.
Only case that I'm bona fide pissed off about is the case of Sparkle's niece.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Right. Well, okay, so...
But I blame Sparkle's sister and her brother-in-law for that because they took that baby to R. Kelly.
So you on R. Kelly's side?
Yes and no. To a certain point, yes.
Mm-hmm.
To another point, no.
I'm not going against the situations like that, right? I'm not going against situations like that. I'm going against the wrong things. That's what I'm looking at. I get certain situations that explain. I didn't believe everything that was said. But the ones that R. Kelly, you were wrong and you knew you were wrong and you continue to do. That's what I'm looking at. You know what I mean?
Aaliyah situation.
Like the Aaliyah situation. He knew he was wrong.
Aaliyah's parents said the shit that girl said on that documentary never happened. Her parents said that after the documentary.
Well, he was smashing her mama too.
Excuse me?
That's a rumor.
A rumor.
Yeah,
Allegedly, he was smashing her mama too.
I don't know.
So I hadn't even never heard that rumor.
But the fact that they got court government...
Three people said that they
are mad.
walked in on them, you know what I mean, to surprise them.
But not even trying to be funny. Why is it all these years later, y'all come out with this? I feel like it took one person
They was
to
on
try to
payroll.
target... Exactly.
It
It took one person to try to target him. Now, in my opinion, somebody paid them some money to come up with this documentary and these stories.
Like with Michael?
I don't,
Like with Michael?
I see.
You know what?
I
I
haven't
haven't
seen
seen
it
that
yet, and I'm
documentary.
watching it tomorrow.
He
I
did
am
that.
I mean, not tomorrow. I'm watching
He
it
did.
tonight. I'm watching it tonight.
Like I said on the previous episode, I feel like he did it to at least one of those guys. I feel like he was in an actual relationship with one of the kids.
Who?
The Wade guy. Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Oh.
man, no, I can't believe. Wade has been
don't
called
know.
out on so much bullshit. I'm not believing that.
But the fact, by watching it...
I'm not
and
believing the documentary over the several people who done came out against this damn documentary. Can't do it.
I'm talking about from what I see. From what I saw and how Wade had video footage of not him having sex with Michael, but like he'll tell a story and then right after the story they'll show him with a camera with him. So like he talked about this instance where where Michael, the first time Michael ever penetrated him. And he said it was in a hotel, what he was wearing, all this stuff. And then they showed a clip of Wade when he was younger filming himself because he wanted to. Michael gave him a camera because he wanted to be a director and all this stuff. So you know how like on YouTubers nowadays they vlog their life. He was vlogging his life and he showed himself right after the whole situation with Michael. So that's why I say I believe him.
Well, shit, if he can,
he could just really
I
just
can sit
watch
right
the
here
video and then
and
it's like,
say,
okay,
I had
this
on
happened before
XYZ.
them.
See, if you hadn't said the video, I might have gave it with you because they do say one thing that a therapist told me one time was that victims can remember exactly what they had on. Like if you was a victim of rape.
That's true.
If you was a victim of rape, 20 years from now, you going to remember you had on a red shirt, a blue wife beater with some red lace panties that had a small hole on the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You, as a victim, you're going to remember those details if that's what you had on when you were raped. And you ain't seen that outfit in 20 years. The person that been convicted and went to jail, but you're going to remember all details.
Right.
So with that way, I haven't seen that documentary yet.
No, you don't.
I have not seen that, but I want to see it because I keep hearing about it.
Yeah. I at first I was really against watching it because, like I told everybody before, Michael is my favorite.
Yeah, I
artist
love
of all
Michael
time.
Jackson. I don't think he.
Yeah, but
Why y'all fucking with him when
If
he
the
dead?
FBI ain't
yeah,
find
that's
nothing,
that's what I don't
See, that's
agree
what
on
pisses
it.
me off with the whole Michael Jackson shit. Because all this bullshit started flaming up. You know, it was some allegations when he was alive, but they was put to rest real quick.
because the FBI went and got investigated. If the
Now-
FBI can't find nothing, who the hell find this stuff now?
And now, all of a sudden, this man dead, been dead for a nice time. Now, all of a sudden, you motherfuckers want to find something. Just like they keep coming up with shit
It's
about,
trending right now.
just like they keep coming up with shit about, what's that bitch name? Bobby Christina
Mm-hmm.
and Whitney.
How long
Really?
they been dead? Yeah.
They starting to find stuff on them.
Because
They just starting to milk it.
yeah. Everybody got a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got a different story to tell. It was some show I was watching where the boy who was supposed to be married to Bobby Christina, the one that was supposed to be raised as as her brother that Whitney kind of took in, that boy.
Oh, okay.
It was a Dr. Phil show, I think it was, where he done became an alcoholic and all this other kind of bullshit. And he was on TV having this big old meltdown, and he was drinking like 6 or 7 bottles a day, and Dr. Phil was trying to get him here. I mean, it was a crazy shit. This bitch dead.
Yeah.
And you still drinking yourself obliviously sick? Come the fuck on. You ain't hurting her with your dumb ass.
That was the love of his life.
Yeah.
Fuck
He's
that.
hurt.
People grieve
He's
differently.
yeah.
I agree with you saying no more. But yeah.
But yeah, I didn't
after
need-
a while, you got to cut it out.
I didn't need to. Well, you can't say how people grieve.
You can't say how people grieve, and you can't say how long people grieve.
Yeah.
One of my dear friends, her son was killed in a car accident. And they tried to say they mistook, and I don't know how the fuck they did it, but they mistook a cologne bottle and tried to say he was drinking and driving. And that's what they had posted.
Mm-hmm.
When it came out that it was a cologne bottle and not an alcohol bottle. Do you think they recanted their
Oh
statement?
no, not at all.
Fuck no. So it's okay to make people look bad when they're not here to defend themselves. And then when the truth comes out, you don't recant your story. You leave it as is.
Yeah, the news only sell what's hot, and they don't want to hear about.
But that wasn't
the
just
truth.
the news. That was what they got from the police.
That's crazy.
That's what was in, was put in the paper. But the paper didn't.
How the hell do you mistake a cologne bottle for a bottle of alcohol? That wasn't a mistake. That was on purpose.
Lazy detective work.
I didn't need a documentary to tell me that R. Kelly was a weirdo and Michael Jackson was a weirdo. I didn't know much about the R. Kelly situation until I watched the documentary, and everything that I heard was obviously confirmed. But with the Michael situation, even as a kid, I was like, this grown man sleeping in bed with these kids is kind of weird to me. It ain't no kind of weird to me. That is weird to me.
Michael was a child as an adult because
He didn't have children.
they never got to. Joe was such a ass.
Hey,
Even in
there's
his
some
death,
stories about Joe.
even
that I
in
was
his
like,
death,
Would you
Joe
say-
is still an ass. You
Right.
feeling what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was distant
Joe
from
has,
Would you say
Joe
that-
has tried to profit He wasn't them kind of daddies.
Would you say that Joe killed his childhood and Michael was trying to have one as a grown man?
Yeah.
For
I would
sure.
definitely say that. That's why Michael
sure.
had Netherland and he had so much kids stuff and he was so involved with kids, his nieces and nephews, because he never had the opportunity to be a kid.
But that
You
does
have to remember, Michael started performing when he wasn't even in double digits.
right.
And when you start performing that young, why you think so many of these child actors and actresses, they end up being alcoholics or strung out on drugs?
Yo,
So much pressure.
I don't know if
also,
y'all probably too young, but the Partridge Family.
Oh, yeah,
Ask your mama and them about the Partridge Family. Ask your mama. A bunch of them turned out to be alcoholics, drug addicts.
Kyle
Yeah.
Massey from That's So Raven.
He drugs, alcohol, all type of stuff.
Yo, no, what's the little boy from Corey in the House?
Oh, Kyle Massey. I'm
Yes.
thinking of the dude from That's So
He
Raven.
is actually about to go on trial for sending news to a
Same
13-year-old.
dude, different dude.
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
You said, oh, Kyle Massey, I'm thinking about the dude from That's So Raven. Same
Same
dude, different dude.
I mean,
No,
Corey in the
'cause
house.
Same dude, different dude. Corey in the House was just Raven, Corey and the dad going to the White House to go cook
Yeah,
for the
it's a
president.
spinoff.
Yeah. You thinking about Eddie.
Yeah, not
Yeah, I'm thinking of Eddie. Okay,
Nah, that
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
he wild. I'm talking about
Leave Eddie alone, man.
You know what? I'm gonna leave him
Y'all
alone.
look
He's
alike.
going through rehab.
That's so Raven.
He's going through rehab. That's fine. But Kyle Massey is going on trial right now for sending a 13-year-old girl nudes and videos.
What?
If I
Yes.
read that,
I didn't try to laugh.
if I read that
That's
article
crazy
right,
to me.
if I read that article right,
When was this?
why the hell her parents let her have his number?
But okay, so
See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of this
Yeah, I was about to
shit,
say, that just
even
goes
going
down.
back to R. Kelly and
Yeah.
going back to Michael Jackson, you have to put some blame. Y'all trying to send they trying to send Kels to jail. Send them motherfucking parents.
Yeah,
No,
I
because
totally
a whole
agree.
lot-
A
so
I
whole
totally
lot
agree.
of parents was selling them young girls,
Yeah.
sending them daughters to him.
oh well, yeah,
Now,
yeah,
a bunch of them hoes-
With R. Kelly, they was.
A
What
bunch
the
of
hell in the
hoes-
Mulan?
Huh?
Remember when Shane said in Mulan, did they send me daughters when I asked for sons?
But no, a bunch of them girls, like I said, them ones
Oh,
that had
stop.
some on there.
Now
that was 16
you there.
and went
now
to the
you
concert.
there. now you there.
And they was lying. They lied
He's
to
a
the man,
liar.
and they admitted on the documentary saying
He's a
they
liar.
lied
But-
and said they was 19 or 20.
But when he found out, he still had dealings with him.
Shit, he had already done popped that coochie then, so.
Well, I'm already hitting it. Why not stop? Why stop?
Right.
What? No, he need to stop.
I mean, yeah, he should have stopped. But
But
then at
that's
that point,
what it was.
you go home
Yeah.
and you tell your mom, Mom, I was at R. Kelly's house last night. And then your mama tell you some bullshit. Like one of them girls said her parents told her to keep on seeing them so that they would have something to blackmail them with.
Yeah, I'm not saying that 100% of the blame goes to R. Kelly. 100% of the blame for him having sex after knowing, yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
But I'm talking as far as the parents. I feel like the parents, the uncles, and whoever was involved in that whole situation, even the bodyguard, the manager, they all need to go to jail. However much time R. Kelly they need to get as well.
They
that's
either
how I
need
feel.
to get the same amount of time, or they need to get half the time. The parents,
No, I say the same amount.
the parents need to get the same amount, if not more,
All of
because
these
you
things are
exploited your
labeled
child.
under
Yeah.
certain
I
things.
say
in
all
law.
of them
Right.
get the
You know what I'm
same
saying?
because
You exploited your child.
yeah, all of them get the same because R. Kelly wasn't able to maneuver all of this stuff on his own. He
Exactly.
needed a team to
Bro, his
distract
whole
the media
management team was
and
on
do
that
all
shit.
this type of stuff.
Management, security, everybody was on that shit.
Yeah,
Everybody
so
was on
all
payroll.
so all these people who got a check cut, or even if you didn't get a check cut, if you knew about it and still let this go on, you need to go to jail just as long.
It's like Bill. I don't think Bill should be in jail.
Bill
He
Cosby.
shouldn't, because of the fact that the shit happened so long ago.
Exactly.
Y'all should have came out. And I'm sorry for rape victims. I can't tell you when to come out, but some of these cases over 40 years ago. And we still ain't, the bitch who got Emmett Till killed,
Yeah,
still alive.
The details
No,
cannot
she
be
did.
there for over 40 years
The
ago.
the
I'm
lady who
sorry.
killed Emmett Till, she died, and on her deathbed, she said it was
Yep.
a lie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lock
But
her
the man
daughter
is-
up.
Not lock her
Like
daughter
our
up.
daughter, you say, okay,
And Emmett
you
Till's
think
family, they should file a suit.
In
against
North
her
Korea,
Yeah.
in North
Against
Korea,
the state, yeah.
Against
you
her
do
estate,
something
they should file
and something happens to
a
you,
suit against her
they locking
estate.
your kids up.
Because you wait to
Definitely.
bitch, you wait all these years.
Yes, they will lock your whole
This
family up.
done grieved.
So,
This
And
man
don't
is
let
dead.
Hey,
don't
hold-
let you be a soldier in
We
the
having
army
too
and you
many
go
conversations
AWOL.
at once, y'all. Hold on a second.
But you saying this family done grieved. This man is dead. He can't never get his life back. Now, bitch, you wait till you get ready to die to say you lied.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, that's that shit to make you want to snatch a motherfucker up out their coffin.
Yeah,
and
you can
shit
sue.
about it. I ain't lying. I ain't
Yeah,
lying.
you can
See, if I
sue
had
the
knew
state.
that, if I had knew that when that bitch was dying, I would have found out where her funeral was and whooped her ass on his family's behalf. You know how you do that last viewing around the coffin? When I went, they better have security because I would have snatched that hoe up out her damn coffin and whooped her ass. They would have been like, who is this crazy black woman? Yeah, because I would have had to beat that bitch ass.
And it's just, the one thing about Bill Cosby that gets me, and I guess it's just from looking at history as a black man, you can't tell me a black man is raping all these white women in the 70s
Okay.
and getting away with it scot-free.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Like, there is
Oh,
no
that's
way,
right. Come the fuck on.
there is no way you can tell me,
He wasn't wild
They get
like
paid.
that, was he?
ain't no
What
way
it
you can
is,
tell
Getting
me.
paid.
That's what I'm saying.
They was getting paid.
When Bill started getting older, he couldn't pay them hoes.
Yeah, because he wasn't doing shows and.
When Kel's money started getting funny, he couldn't pay these hoes. You feeling what I'm saying? So now I ain't got no money to pay you. Now you go to the next
Now
highest
this is
bidder.
where the blackmailing come in.
Exactly. Now you go to the next highest bidder. Lifetime.
And Lifetime
And we not
killed
saying,
that
we not
motherfucker.
saying
I'm being
Bill
Lifetime.
Cosby
Dirty
didn't
ass
rape
Took
him.
it and killed it with
I'm
it,
not
boy.
saying Bill
His
Cosby
dirty
didn't
ass
rape
wife.
him.
That
He
ugly
just shouldn't
bitch.
be in jail right now.
Who?
Bill Cosby. I'm not
Oh.
saying he didn't
Oh,
rape
that's
him.
what
I'm
I'm
just saying he
saying.
shouldn't be in jail right
That
now
nigga kills me.
because of what you putting him on jail for. Right now it's just he say she say.
Yeah, they I don't think
Yeah,
they
that's
ever
what-
had
Solid
specific-
evidence.
yeah.
Right now it's just he say
Right.
she say.
Bill got one foot in the grave. The motherfucker can't see.
How mad would you be to go to jail for he say she say?
Bill can't see.
I would be pissed, bro.
He ain't out roofing nobody.
No,
He
no more.
did say he
Exactly. He can't do
No
it no
more.
more.
He did say
Every
jail
move
was
he
fun.
make these days, he got to move with Camille.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
they-
said jail was a good experience.
Yeah, he says it's a good experience for him.
What he doing in there?
Chilling.
Teaching.
He's Bill Cosby.
Teaching! My nigga is in there teaching. I
Jello
guarantee
gelatin
you.
box.
Not just,
They
He
is
doing
on that
his
man
stand-up.
till.
He's
I
doing
guarantee you
stand-up.
that nigga got
I
some
think he's doing
serious-
stand up in there.
I can't even lie.
He's doing more than
I
stand-up.
can't even lie. Bill Cosby probably got a lot of wisdom in him.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he do.
Yes, he does. Bill, I guarantee you,
They
Bill
say he's
Cosby
an
probably
a-hole
in
in
that
real life, though.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
They say he was a real big.
And
a-hole.
that right there is what's gonna lead me to believe that nigga's in
Like
there straight
somebody told
running
me
that
Jamie
joint,
Foxx
bro.
was arrogant as a motherfucker.
He is.
Jamie Foxx?
In real life.
I see him in like interviews and stuff. Like he'll do something real arrogant, and then he'll catch himself and try to do the politically correct thing.
Yeah, they say in real life he real arrogant.
That's probably why they had to pull up on him.
They told him the Black Illuminati.
Yeah.
They told he said a joke about Beyonce saying she got halitosis.
I've heard that.
Everybody went for him. Like everybody went for him.
That's just like R. Kelly. I met R. Kelly in his beginning days when he had that first song, "You Got the Vibe."
You got that vibe.
Yes, when he had that song.
Diane's got it.
Yes,
Alicia
that-
got it. I love that song. I love that song.
But it was a club down on Washington, down by the Fox.
Uh-huh.
It used to be owned by the Galloways. St. Louis Knights, I think, it used to be called.
That's how you know you've been here for a while.
I used to date the dude who had a valet parking service down there. I used to date the
Oh
guy.
yeah, he was the plug.
And me and my deceased friend, we was all hanging out at her house on Kennerly one day, and he called. He said, "Babe," he said, "R. Kelly down here." Or who? He said, "The dude that's saying You Got the Vibe. Y'all come on down here and get his autograph." You know, because he met all kinds of stars and stuff coming down there performing, you know, in the club. So we jump in my car, we roll down there. R. Kelly was arrogant as a motherfucker, and so I just straight out, nigga,
Because you was too old. You was too
told
old.
me and R. Kelly ain't too much age.
No, that's what I'm saying. He was like, "You not 14?" And
He
kept it pushing.
he just was arrogant. You want my autograph? I said not particularly because you're probably gonna be a one-hit wonder.
Well, I mean, you
I showed you. That's what he said. I showed you.
If he probably met me today and remembered that incident, he probably would say, "Ah, bitch, ain't you the same one that said I was a one-hit wonder?" No, nigga, you in jail now. You know what I'm saying? But
He looked
I
at you because
wasn't-
you wasn't 14.
I wasn't that enthused with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that little song was cool, but it wasn't popping like that.
was
Why
popping
you
like that.
vibing? You like that vibe?
That song was hard, bro. But But speaking of Pan, let's talk about as y'all call her, Aunt Becky. Pan from
Aunt
That's what
Becky
she
going to
is,
jail.
bro.
calling
That's what
her.
she is. I'm Becky.
Aunt Becky, bruh, I seen a meme, a Full House meme of you know how on a theme song they got them in the car
Yeah.
on the way to pick up Aunt Becky from jail.
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny.
Fuck no.
No, but I believe it was last episode or maybe the episode before
Last one.
that. Yeah, we had a conversation about it was differences between and schooling, and Tyree was saying that it's not a difference.
No, I didn't say that. What I said was you was trying to make it a racial thing.
No,
I said it wasn't a racial
I
thing.
never said it was a racial thing. I said
Hold on, let
it
me
was a class
timestamp because
thing.
we're gonna put the clip.
Right.
Police brutality.
I just named the inequalities between schooling, banking, and police brutality.
Schooling is more or less where you live and how much you're gonna pay for your schooling. So it's not like they just think, you know what, you a minority, lesser education. You white person, boost that shit up, buddy. They're not doing that. Now,
How do you
Districts
know?
get to
Now.
How do you know?
districts,
Now.
districts
How do you
get
know?
to
How do you know
decide.
now?
How do you know you ain't got
Districts
that
get to
anomaly?
decide
now
where
there
teachers
are
go.
minority populated districts, which leads to minority populated schools.
District get to decide where teachers go.
Who told you that?
I have family in the school districts.
Same in Hazelwood School District. I've never heard of that.
Okay. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I said it was more of a class thing.
Nope.
Rather than.
I said it was more of a class thing.
Anywho,
I did. We got the timestamp.
okay. Anyway, so like, we was arguing about it, and I was basically saying like, no, you can. Minority and poor franchise people have less chance of having a better education than other people. And he was telling me like, no, everybody, no matter where you are, it's not like the teachers that are in the poor.
You know how you know
schools.
you're wrong? Because you're jumping around for what I was talking about. You jumping heavy because you're trying to put your word, my words in your mouth like you said them. But I said them. I remember. I just edited the podcast yesterday.
You want to do me a favor?
We're putting that timestamp.
You want to do me a favor?
No.
But you finna do it. Yeah, you gonna let me
No.
finish. But anyways, he was saying how the teachers, it's not like they was saying just because they don't have this and that, I'm not gonna teach you. And I was like, that's not what we're saying. I'm saying we're misfortune, period. And this whole case just proved everything I was talking about. Because she paid her daughter to be on the, what was it, the crew?
Santa Cruz.
No. I'm talking about row. To be recruited on the row team, and she never even played, and she was rarely even at school. She made a vlog saying she was doing a question and answer, and she was like, "Y'all know I don't even like school." So she paid for her daughter to go to school, while other people and the daughter didn't even want to go to college in the first place because they rich.
Basically took somebody else's place.
Bro,
Yeah.
this shit was to USC.
Yeah. At USC, crack.
I mean,
Did you see loving basketball, nigga?
I was like,
USC.
that's the best they can do on private motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's probably just the one that came out.
Yeah, it's more. It's more families.
Trust me, it's more.
Okay, because
It's
I was just
motherfuckers
like,
right here in St. Louis.
USC, nigga.
Yeah, you're going.
It's people right here in St. Louis that done paid for kids' education.
Yeah,
I can believe it.
And I ain't talking about just for high school or elementary. I'm talking about college education. Then bribe some motherfuckers to get in.
yeah. I just feel like it's.
Oh,
not,
I went to college with your science professor. Don't worry about it. You'll get straight A's. He was my roommate.
Yeah, it's not fair. That's all I was saying about that.
Well, on that behalf, life ain't fair.
That's a fact.
Deals are made every day.
Life
B.
ain't fair. You gonna find somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who gonna get you in somewhere, some kind of way.
I always thought life is fair.
I'm
It's
gonna tell you,
unfair to everybody.
just
That's how
like
it's fair.
with my daughter.
Okay.
My
I
daughter,
like
But-
that twist. I like that twist a lot.
Yeah.
Kiki
I
had the
like that.
opportunity to go to the University of Raleigh on an engineering scholarship. Her godfather knows somebody who worked at some engineering company that was gonna get her in, not ground level, but mid level
That's big.
on an internship. Getting paid though. Getting paid nicely.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't even get
On the
paid for
intern.
interns.
Exactly. But dumb daughter took another path in life. But that was her choice.
Mm-hmm.
But when she sits back now and thinks about the money she could have been making at this point in her life with 2 kids, she kicks herself in the ass from time to time.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't have been getting in there on that mid-level internship on her own merit. She would have been getting on there based on somebody knowing somebody. You feeling what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I totally say that it's very unfair that you can pay for to get a better education, but at the same time, I'll still do it. It's unfair, cause like I know I have a lot of friends who their parents moved them they moved to a different area, but they use another person's address to go to a specific school, and some people go to jail for that.
I mean, but paying for a better education, ain't none of this shit's been around since the history of people. Back in the times, kings would pay to go send their children off to professional colleges when there was just so many few colleges.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would still do it, but my thing about it is it's just not fair. That's all
I'm
I'm
finna
saying
give you
about
another example.
But wait,
When you
wait,
hear Ladue High School, what kind of
wait,
kids
my,
you
wait,
come out of
wait. Go listen to that last episode and you'll see how I was right. Go.
When y'all hear Ladue High School, what kind of kids y'all look for to come out of there?
When last time I heard about it, it was black, but I'm pretty sure it's white kids now.
No, I'm saying as far as education, what kind of, after high school, what do you expect for them kids to come out of Ladue to do?
Ladue to do.
A lot of kids that I know that went off to schools from Ladue, they got on a sports scholarship.
And you expect for them to be top-notch
Yeah.
education. You expect for, when you hear Ladue High School, because that's supposed to be the uppity area of
Right.
St. Louis, Kirkwood, Ladue, all out there, you expect they're going to get these high college educations,
Yeah.
high-priced jobs. My husband made good-ass money, good money,
Mm-hmm.
being the maintenance supervisor at his job. He graduated from high school, ain't got a college note under his belt. Graduated from Ladue.
So
His friends, got a couple of friends, graduated from Ladue. Wanna know what they do for life?
Work under him in that maintenance job.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Dope dealers on the corner. Ain't never did nothing past high school. Dope dealers on the corner. Sold dope in high school, still on the corner selling dope.
but do you think that
I don't
certain
like
schools that you went to give you better opportunities? Like,
Yes.
like the difference between if a job you went to Ladue versus you went to Hazelwood East or Riverview.
Yeah, I'm be honest with you, bro. I would look at that Ladue application first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I'm sorry.
So that's why a lot
It's
of
credentials. That's what it is.
that's why I say a lot of that's why I said it's unfair because
Unless-
just the name
Because
of
on the
Riverview.
management,
Now, unless-
You don't-
I've lived in St. Louis all my life, and I know how many times Riverview has stood to lose its accreditation.
Yeah.
And then
Is it
lost
accredited now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got it back. And then they did lose it. But I'm going to look 15 years prior to them losing it to see how many times they came close to losing it before they actually lost it. Then I'm going to look at this applicant over here that went to Ladue, a school that never lost its accreditation. So I'm going to have to really weigh.
Which one?
There's already
Mhm.
issues with the Riverview application.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm doing the ordinary of reviewing
Did
this
this
applicant. So let me
candidate
see
that
what
he
this guy
passed-
is.
Like the Riverview person probably won't even get a chance to get interviewed.
Yeah.
That's
Or it'd be
what-
the last option.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's the last person left. Everybody else
Yeah.
they smoking.
Those are the
those,
ones you don't care if they answer the phone when you call them for it.
Yeah.
You be like, I don't care.
I just wanted to see y'all point of view of it. Like I said, I don't agree with. I ain't gonna say I don't agree with it. I feel like it's very unfair. But if I had the money to send my kids somewhere else, I definitely would.
Yeah.
Easily, not even a second thought.
Not allowed to.
You say you're not allowed to?
Yep.
What do you mean?
Had this conversation and I was told public school.
What you mean?
When I have kids, I gotta go to public school.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about as far as.
Bougie them up and want to send them to private school.
No, I'm
You said what?
Why would you want to bougie them up? I feel like with public
Because
school,
if I can pay for it,
Yeah.
I'm going to give them the best.
No, when I say pay
because
for,
what I'm saying is, what you say your street what?
Your street smarts
From where school?
from public school.
There you go.
when I say pay for school, I'm not
I
saying
get it,
pay for
but you
private
from your
school.
neighborhood too.
I'm talking about
Your
just
family members.
even as far as high school. I'm not talking about sending them to private school necessarily. If I can pay the money to send them to Ladue rather than going to
But niggas
Riverview,
can go
I
to
would do that
Trinity,
too.
Have a cousin at Riverview and still get the same amount of street
I'm
smarts.
finna
Bro, I have a family member right
I'm
now.
gonna give you an example. My 6-7-year-old niece is probably more street hip
Mhm.
than her 18-year-old brother.
Mhm.
She go to public school. He go to fucking Chaminade.
It's a good school, though.
It's a good school.
It's a good school, though.
It's a good school. Don't get me wrong.
Shout out to Jason Taylor.
Hey, my nephew
On me.
he go to the top of the line.
Yeah, it's a good school.
Proud of him. It's a good ass school. But
Well, I got family right now that lives in Green Valley, and he goes to a Catholic school. And he get his street smarts from, his neighborhood, but they're book smarts from school.
and see, he probably hangs out in his neighborhood.
Right.
Because has he always gone to a Catholic school all his life?
Yes, he has.
So
Both of them, actually.
And they've
Two
always-
youngest have.
and they've
the
always
oldest haven't.
lived over.
We used to
in
have
Green
one of those
Valley.
kids in the neighborhood. In this neighborhood. It was one of those kids, and what I mean, they grew up around us all the time, but they never went to school with us. But they was after school. Here come John down the street.
Yeah. On me.
Two questions. One is street smart and common sense the same thing?
No.
Okay. Second question: do you need street smarts?
I believe everybody should have a little. That's just like me as a woman. I want a man who got a good head on his shoulder, who works, who knows how to maintain a job. But me, being me, and maybe it's because I got so much hood in me. I got to have a man with at least that much hood in him.
So you
I
equate hood to
can't
street
have
smarts.
no pansy ass nigga.
You
I can't have no man that when shit hit the fan, I got to jump and defend him
Right.
instead of the other way around. I need a motherfucker that when he put his arms around me, I can feel security,
Right.
not just feel close.
you equate hood to street smarts.
Yeah.
I don't. I literally just equate street smarts to survival skills outside of academia. Can you survive on your own without books telling you what to do?
What's the academia?
Academics.
Just say academics.
I wouldn't say what I want to say. Just because your vocabulary isn't what mine is.
No, but I'm just saying that even for the even for the listeners, like come on, like dumb it down.
I'm not dumbing stuff down for people because I'm not gonna make them think they're dumb. Academia.
Go ahead,
Keep up.
man.
Why the fuck he just can't be black and say academic?
I ain't gonna even say that. It's just,
academia. And then he put that bass, academia.
I feel like
You don't have to sound
so.
smart 24/7.
Yeah, I was about to say
It's not a sounding of smart. You either intelligent
Oh,
or smart.
Tyree.
Just come on, man. You taking it personal. Stop being
I'm
sensitive.
not. You just sound stupid.
You sound sensitive.
You said what?
They're my socks.
Mom, leave me alone.
What you say, timestamp?
Yes.
No, but you were saying hood and street smarts.
Street smarts to me is just survival skills. Can you survive on your own?
I believe everybody should have a little bit of it, in them.
When you say survive, break that down even more. Because when I say survive, it can mean two different things. It can mean either fighting for your life or this person doing a deal over here and this person doing a deal over here. Street smart will be which one is a better deal for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would be all acquaintance.
Is that survival?
Yes, that's all survival.
Okay.
Making sure you eat, making sure you can protect yourself, making sure you have a roof over your head, that's all survival.
So what's the difference? What's your
Because you can
definition of
go-
hood then?
I don't have a definition of hood. I don't even like the damn term. I don't even know what the fuck the term is supposed to mean.
Google.
What's the Urban Dictionary? Urban
Yeah,
Dictionary.
he supposed to be hood is gang bangers.
Not
Yeah.
hustle on some money because it's easier for a man to hustle.
I feel you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Legal
lie.
hustles.
Legal hustles. Legal hustles.
Mhm.
Because it's easier for a man to pick up a lawnmower and go door to door and cut. It might knock your pride down, but you know you got to bring $50 in to go get some lunch meat from Snooks and some bread and some mayonnaise
That's
to
real
feed
talk.
your family
On me.
for 2 or 3 days. That $50 is gonna get y'all about 3 days worth of lunch meat and 2 loaves of bread and some Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
You might just have to drink some water from the sink, but
I ain't gonna take it. Sink tap water is the best water.
I'm just
Yeah, I
saying,
love
you
tap water.
if
got
it's
that-
if I
I
don't
keep a
have
picture
smart
of
water,
tap water in that
yeah, if I don't have
To
smart water,
me,
tap water fire.
it's easier for a man
Ice Mountain, bro.
to have that hustle. It's no reason for a man never to say he don't have no gas money, because a man should be able to hustle quicker than a woman.
Well, hold on. I don't have no
See,
gas
I don't-
money
I
because the
don't
gas
put-
in my car is
I
already
don't put
playing what
hustle
I'm
on the
using it
agenda.
for. I ain't trying to do these extra trips to use this gas I already got.
I ain't putting hustle on the
I get paid next week.
That's
I ain't
stingy. That's stingy.
That is.
Can you
silly.
take me? You got some gas money, bro? $5. I
Now I
can't
can
even make
understand
it.
that, but nigga, don't nobody charge $5 for no.
That's what I
gas
said. I
no more.
can't even make it, dog.
$5 rides,
Shit, that's
don't
starting my
nobody
car.
I haven't did $5 rides since high school. Bro. If
$5
you-
rides
Don't even
are-
ask me. Don't even
feel
say
like
I got
$5
5 for you.
rides is a favor.
Yeah, I'm helping you out.
Yes, I'm gonna take that $5, but I'm gonna do you this favor.
Yeah, I feel like everybody need to have some type of hustle in them. Like if you just like
Now,
how you
that's
said
what I
if
call survival.
Yeah.
Being able to hustle, to me, that's a survival skill.
and a lot of people don't know how to hustle.
Being able to generate, that's a survival skill.
And not necessarily hustle. A lot of people just are lazy.
That is true.
A lot of people just are lazy. Like I used to use this excuse saying that I can't get no money because no job won't hire me.
Ain't none
And-
of my friends on your podcast viewing thing, is it?
Hopefully they
No.
will.
Because I'm gonna make this comment.
No, but
Hopefully they will.
I used to use that excuse, but then being around like older men,
They're not getting that.
being around my older men, they like my dad and uncles and all that stuff. They the ones who taught me how to hustle. Like, man,
Oh yeah, for sure.
stop complaining
Always
that
in the
you
family.
don't get a job. You can. It's other ways, like how you was saying, go mow the lawn, or go shovel some snow and stuff like that.
I got a friend.
And now
she's
I'm a hustler.
all her kids growing up. She was a financial manipulator. She lived off the system,
What
literally.
kind of job is this?
It's not
That's
a
my
job.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
She literally lived
I know
off the
exactly what
system.
you're talking about. Yeah.
She got a client. She probably, it was one of the situations, say, I'm taking care of your mama.
Mhm.
I'm going to take care of your mama good for the first month. Get your mama comfortable with me. Have your mama, I'm going to go to your mama 1 day a week now. But she going to sign my timesheet for the whole week. Then, next month, I'm only going once a month. But your mama, she like me enough.
She's still gonna sign that.
She gonna sign my timesheet for the whole month, but she know if she really need me to call me, cause your mama really don't need no help.
Yeah.
She just getting help cause the people told her she could have some help.
Mm-hmm.
This girl did this for many years. Got caught. She
Mm.
could have went to jail because she was forging the no. She was forging the lady's signature.
After a while, she just start forging.
Yeah, forging the lady's signature. Lady was none the wiser. Cause now the lady reaching out to the company cause she wants
Asking for help.
somebody to come. Cause she ain't seen her in months. But she started getting paid for this lady. Now the lady reaching out for somebody else. The other somebody that ended up going to the lady happened to be somebody else that I know. This person telling me, oh yeah, your sister ain't shit. She did XYZ element. I'm like, I'm dumbfounded as a motherfucker. Okay? So, years passed. I done got her a job where I was working at. This bitch walks out of the job after about 2 weeks. Some people don't understand overtime in nursing. You schedule 40 hours a week. You don't come to work for 3 days, but the 3 days or the 2 days that you there, you done worked overtime So you still think your check is supposed to be the same.
Mm-hmm.
No, honey, it don't work out like that. Because you got to still account for them 3 days that you didn't go to work. Yeah. So she leaves in the middle of the shift one day. And people wonder why I'm not big on getting you no job. Certain people I just can't. And she's one of those people. Love her dearly. But I ain't quick to get her no job. After that one experience. Right. She walked out in the middle of the shift because motherfuckers at home refusing to pay a phone bill. So she had to go and put people out. I mean, just dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So when she's a career manipulator, she won't hold a real nursing job like I have.
Mm-hmm.
Where she got to go to work so many hours, so many days a week. She won't hold a job like that. She's going to always get a client, something easy. Where if she chooses not to show up for 2 or 3 days, 9 times out of 10, she's gotten in good with this person to where they're going to sign her timesheet anyway.
That's lazy.
Exactly.
So that's lazy.
Yeah.
To this day, right
That's
here,
lazy.
right
That is,
now.
or is the extent of work smart, not harder.
But now,
Always been told.
but now,
Yes.
you have a son at a prestigious college. You always made your kids, when the kids were growing up, you always made it seem like your kids were better than everybody else's kids. But your oldest two ain't no better than nobody else's kids. Now, your third child, that was your last chance. That was your best chance. That's the one that went to the 4-year college, got some money going to college. Shit, they recruited the hell out of him. And a lot of times they've paid for her trips to college. Have paid for her trips
To go see him.
to come up there where he at.
Mm.
For different events. You know what I'm saying?
Colleges be owning when it comes to college.
Exactly.
You got a nice recruit.
They
Exactly.
would do
They in
anything,
trouble.
yo.
They in trouble.
But now, you went and you got
Always. That's
certified.
always gonna happen.
You got certified for what? For nothing, because you don't use your skills.
Now that make me feel bad.
You
I
don't
got a
do-
degree I don't even use.
You don't, but she don't. You went and you spent this time getting a CNA certification, but you don't use it because you don't want to work for real. Now you trying to spearhead and say you finna start your own business, but again, you still not trying to work for real because you not. You think you business smart, but you not business smart. Because a lot of shit you doing the wrong way. She sell them Superman potatoes. Them big ass potatoes with
Yes,
Oh,
the
yeah,
potato
yeah.
bowls, all the motherfuckers.
No, they're not potato bowls. She
Oh.
gets the big potatoes
Big
and
ones.
she bakes them and cuts them open and spreads them out. And she got shrimps and steak and chicken and all that. She sell for $20.
$20.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Food Mart on
$10.
West Florissant and what's that? West Florissant and
But she says she sell hers for $20 because it's
West
it's
Florissant.
three
Food Mart,
meats in it.
$10 for a
Exactly.
big old bowl, baby.
Yeah, you can get $10
Two
from
meats.
Ali's right by my job.
See, you
It's
see
a
what
big
I'm saying?
potato.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. But you selling yours for $20 because you said it got 3 meats in them.
Okay.
Come on, ain't
Take one of the
It
meats
ain't
out.
That's not business smart.
Take one.
at
It's
all.
not
It's just
business
not
smart.
You
It's
gotta look at
really
your
not.
competition.
okay? And she's not. She thinks because she cooks well.
They gonna pay for this. Nah, you gotta be smart about your competitors. If
I'll
your
be honest with
competitors
you,
is selling less than you, then you gotta be either equal to what they doing or a little bit less.
But I'm actually gonna be honest. Right now is the time where people just supporting shit.
Yeah, that is true.
They just supporting shit. Oh, girl, you cooking? You selling these? I
From the
But
home-
eventually they just stop because
From the
they
home
get
girls who
somewhere
get
else
the
and they
mason
like,
jars and just
Yes.
fill them up with liquor and stuff.
Who put Kool-Aid in jars?
You can do that yourself.
Yes, bro. Like, come on.
I got a friend. She got dirty water is what they call it. When I say her shit potent, her shit is potent.
I'm not
But
gonna
it-
drink nothing called dirty water.
Yeah,
This girl got
But it's
that just
different
sound like it
flavors.
burns.
As water bottle.
Does it
As
come in
water bottle.
flavored?
at
She
our
got
class,
one that called
that's
wet
messed
pussy.
up. Wait,
Hard dick.
hold on, wait. You lost me right there. I was with you, and then you
I'm
said
telling
that,
you,
and I was like,
it's called dirty water, but it has different flavor names. Wet pussy,
Shout out to Jaden Smith.
hard dick,
Oh, goodness.
fuzzy navel, but it's not like the fuzzy navel wine.
Right.
Cool. Her shit, I mean, it's good as a mug.
That's how I was.
And it's that kind of shit that you take a couple swats, be like, oh shit. But it's that shit that sneak up on you and knock you down.
This girl, she sell jungle juice.
You can make a jungle juice at a party.
Yes.
I ain't buying jungle juice.
I didn't know
for no bitch.
nothing about it until
I
our
ain't
class
buying
reunion. And it had me on my back. Where I was
Oh,
like,
you an amateur drinker.
Yeah.
That's old.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of, but
My
you know,
first college party is
jungle
when I,
juice is made different ways.
Found out about jungle juice.
You make
Bruh,
jungle
it's
juice with the
juice.
white liquor, or you make jungle juice with the dark liquor.
My older friends make it with the dark. My younger
Oh,
friends
no.
make it with the white.
Okay, I give you that. I give you that.
Like
Fresh-
Quan and them, bro. That's the
Oh, I
king.
see Quan
That
doing
nigga's the
nothing but
king of
Henny,
jungle juice.
Henny
That
and
nigga's the
shit.
king of jungle juice.
Some people put the fruit in it.
Oh,
man, y'all
yeah.
just made me sad. I just remember my homeboy Laquan.
Some people put the fruit in it, and you got the chicks to dip the fruit out and eat the fruit filled liquor.
Yeah,
You might
I like
get,
those girls.
You got some
They
people to
nasty.
make the jungle juice with the heavy juice and heavy liquor. You got people to make the jungle juice with the heavy liquor and light juice.
Yeah.
Me, I would be the heavy liquor and light juice.
We know.
Shut up, nigga.
No, but what else we got today?
Oh, the blue pill. So I found out that scientists have discovered. You said what?
That's you. That's not me.
What's the word? What they find
He
out?
said blue pill. I thought he was finna talk about Viagra. I ain't even gonna lie.
I ain't even know Viagra was blue.
Hey.
I ain't know Viagra was blue.
Scientists have been able to take fossils and get them to walk.
You
Say
said
it
what?
again?
What did you say?
Scientists have been able to take fossils and get them to walk.
Walk where?
So this, like the dinosaur from the night at the museum.
Before the dinosaurs. Older fossils. This shit is amazing. It's called the Orobot. So what they do is they have to find a damn near preserved fossil. And they have this machine that's going to scan it and make a 3D replica of it.
Oh, so with a 3D printer.
Oh, so it's a replica.
And then they go in.
I thought they were saying like
Yeah, like
legitimate.
real fossil.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
what the hell?
Yeah, like,
We
what
finna
kind of
die.
magic?
When I first seen it, it looked like the real. Until they showed that they can't take the fossil out of the rock. They have to 3D scan it.
Oh, okay.
So once they get the 3D scan, then they're able to go in with the Orobot and see and like adjust to how it would have actually moved, how the tail should move, how it could have breathed and eat and things.
Like with an AI?
Yes,
Oh.
yes. This shit looks creepy.
I thought he was talking about real
'Cause the-
fossil.
yeah.
Right, I'm finna see how many acid they dropping on this shit.
They on some other shit.
And who
But
would
I
even
also,
think of something like that? They
speaking
probably
of
was. I got this fossil.
I'm convinced. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm convinced that all scientists get high.
I think so.
Oh yeah, but
definitely
speaking of
think so.
AI,
I'm convinced because of the shit they come up with. I'm convinced that
You got to
all
be out of
scientists-
your mind to think of something like that. You can't
exactly.
be. That goes with what I'm saying about being sane and insane. I feel like every science is insane. Like, not no sane person can just think of something that doesn't exist and then make it like that.
Look at the man from Back to the Future.
All inventors and all of that stuff. All inventors are insane. You thinking of something that doesn't exist
No,
and bringing it to life.
That don't make no sense.
that
what
doesn't
you're
make
saying.
no sense at all. That was like the stupidest shit you said in the past hour and 22 minutes.
To say somebody that think of something that doesn't exist.
That's just your
and then
thoughts
bring it to
becoming
life.
things. That's like writing a book. That's like making everything around you. So you're saying everything around you is made by humans, right? Somebody had to think of this design. So you think just because they made the design they're insane? That sounds fucking stupid.
Do you
No.
got to be completely insane to have an insane thought?
How is it insane to make a fucking table?
What are you using
What-
the word insane?
He's saying, like the scientists,
Like, what the hell?
like you just said about the fossils. Who the fuck would sit up and just a sane person is just gonna sit up and think of, I think I want to make these fossils come to life.
I mean,
Or
that's what science.
I want to talk to
is.
another
It's
person that's
trying
not
to-
in this room. Let me call it a telephone.
I don't
That's an
understand how
insane thought.
insanity, though.
I don't either.
You guys are not y'all thinking of insane as in like completely
That's
wild
why
or something.
I
I'm saying
just
as,
asked
Y'all
as
think
insane.
of Malcolm Bliss when
That's
y'all-
Yeah,
why I
that-
just asked
No.
you what you meant by insanity.
And
before
I
you
just
cut me off.
explained it. To
Okay,
you.
let
didn't.
maybe
I
we
just
should say
did.
off balance.
That,
It
that's
takes an
workable.
off balance
However,
person
that's
to
taking,
think
that's
about
different,
making
though.
I can't even
fossils.
think
I'm
that
not
because it
saying
just
insane. I'm not
takes a
saying
creative
completely
person.
insane.
A
I'm
I
saying
know
an
what
insane.
you're
Yeah, I'm
saying.
saying
Like,
an
that doesn't make
insane
Yeah,
sense.
thought.
it just takes a creator. That's it. Just
I
takes
don't
somebody to
understand
create
insane.
something. Everything around you is a creation by a human. So, only thing is, wow, let me create this.
We create a podcast. We all insane.
Fuck yeah.
I gotta
It's
listen.
I'm a guess.
It's an insane
Everybody
thought to be
here
thinking to talk to
except
somebody
Vic
that's not even
created
there
an
because
Instagram
he's
page
loud
or
and I'm
created
trying to
a
talk over
social
him.
media page.
I'm a visitor. I'm a guest. Yes, you motherfuckers is insane.
It's insane to talk to somebody that's not even here. That's an insane thought. I'm not saying we're completely insane, but to say I'm
Why
gonna
are you
talk to
so
somebody and
irritated?
don't because y'all.
Well, it's a conversation.
It's a conversation.
It's a conversation.
Like I'm not being mad or anything. I'm just talking loudly.
You and Tyree are on edge today. Y'all
No,
know
Vic
that.
always Vic always gets hostile. Vic
No,
always gets
it's
hostile.
not
He's
how I'm
just
just
explaining-
talking.
Right, he
He's just
explained
talking.
why
He's
he talks the
explaining
way
his
he
thought.
does. He explained that he's passionate.
never-
And I'm
about
just explaining how it's stupid because everything around you.
right,
has
but
been
he's
created.
not coming at you guys about how you're saying it. It's a discussion that's being had.
Yeah, I'm being defensive, but I'm just
Not being
talking.
defensive.
Yeah, y'all are too. Y'all too.
Yeah,
Big.
y'all,
First thing is first. You never tell somebody they're defensive. That is the rudest thing you can do because I'm not defensive. So when you telling me I'm defensive,
No,
that's
I
gonna make me get defensive. So guest, don't do that.
Well, it's rude to also sit and tell another grown person that they're stupid. And you've done that several times throughout
It is
this.
also.
Yeah.
But that's rude.
And he's also told me shut up several times in this podcast.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
I'm
rude.
yeah,
It's
But both
conversation.
It's conversation.
It's part of it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe because I'm a guest and I'm on the outside looking in, I just feel on a professional level. And if a thing is going to work, everybody has to have a respect level for the next person. So I can't just sit here and say, Nigel, every 15 minutes, you stupid and you ugly as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
Like, that may be my thought process, but it would be rude of
So
me.
this whole time you've been thinking I'm just stupid and ugly as a motherfucker.
No, don't
That's
try to
what you
switch it now. Don't try to throw it over here. These are
Whole
examples.
time. You been thinking I'm
Okay?
stupid and ugly as a
These are
motherfucker.
examples.
That's why she's
Right.
applying.
Okay.
That's why
These
she's been
are
looking at
examples.
Nigel like this nigga.
I look at that because I love my son.
There we go. These are
I love my
examples.
light-skinned son.
This nigga's huge.
But as far
But
as
that was an example.
yeah, but as far as me and Tyree go, as far as to say the stuff I say is stupid, and though it may be rude, me and Tyree have
It's
a
always been
relationship.
us.
Yeah,
Okay.
like he'll say
now
something.
I know that.
He'll
Okay.
have to say something, then I'm not letting it slide. I have to check it. Like, hey, watch your mouth. Like, don't talk to me like that. And then I'll say something that's rude, and he'll try to check me. It's not like
Yeah.
we being hostile towards each other, but
That's why I'm like, I'm not getting defensive. This is,
no, but you was getting defensive.
I was not.
You
I was
was
not.
getting
I just said it
defensive.
just sounded stupid.
Because I'm sitting here and I'm just sitting steady letting her and Tyreek just, you're stupid and that's stupid. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
See, that could
Because
be
it's
me
like
down
when
here
you
all
say,
the time.
when somebody
Because I
says
can
certain
probably
things,
punch Tyree in his damn mouth.
I call everybody shit stupid. If it's stupid, it's stupid. You
It's
call out
stupid.
stupidity.
It's stupid to
But
you.
it's stupid to you.
Because you don't understand.
Everybody
Just
has
you don't
their
And I'm
understand
own
trying to
opinion.
let people know how stupid the shit they say is.
It's
sound
just
to
like on The
you.
View. Everybody has their own opinion.
That's why it's called The View.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's-
She got an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. You got one.
We
you
don't
got one,
sponsor
you
The
got
View.
one, and you got one. So
I don't like it.
everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah, that's
life.
why when he say it's stupid, I
Two
always
people
say
are not
it's
gonna
stupid
always
to
be in
you
agreement.
because you
Yeah.
don't just because you don't understand what I'm saying doesn't
Don't
make
make
it
it
stupid to
I
everybody.
guess
it's stupid
because
to you.
I guess because a lot of things you say kind of criticize other beliefs you have, and I take all of that into consideration.
Yeah, I'm not one dimensional. I have many thoughts that.
And you said, and like when you said something, it went totally against something that you said earlier. So it's like, no, that's stupid. Cut that out
What
first.
was the
I
insane
see
thing?
Vic trying to see everything from all angles.
Yeah,
I see you trying to see straight angle. I see him,
And that's
trying
why
to
you
see,
are like Bill Cosby, blind, because that's not how the
I
conversation
see,
goes.
but I'm just saying, I see him trying to see everything cleared angle.
yeah. It's
He don't.
the
Nigel
stuff that
don't
I
see-
the stuff that I say is never. It's not always what I
Everything
believe.
you said
Stop
was
cutting me
one
off.
angle.
Everything that I say is not what I believe all
With
the
the
time.
whole
I always
conversation
put,
we was just having
this
was
nigga
one
don't know
angle.
how to shut the hell up and
I
let a nigga
don't.
talk.
You cut my ass off earlier. I've been trying to
He cut
explain
me
my
off
shit
earlier,
for the
too.
longest,
Because
so I
this
don't
is
know
what
who
y'all
you
do
talking
on a
to.
regular basis.
Who's
bro.
y'all?
Y'all.
I
As
don't
in-
talk half the time.
I'm saying-
No, because I'm getting sick and tired of me trying to explain what my thought is and be on the same goddamn conversation. He not fucking listening to me. So
But
we're
you
gonna
ain't
talk
said
about-
two
everybody
words.
cuts
I
off
have.
everybody.
I've been trying to talk, and he's been cutting me off every single podcast.
I swear I
so
ain't
since I'm
heard you
defensive,
trying. I swear I ain't heard you trying to say much
Everybody
of nothing.
cuts
This
everybody.
because no
podcast.
one's listening.
Exactly.
Vic. So, like I said, I'm about to explain my point because you also, like Tyrese, since everyone's coming to everybody's head, don't listen. So try again. Thank you for the fruities.
What was it? Try again. All right.
That was
Okay,
cute.
come on,
I just
explain what your view is.
I don't feel like it now because he's not. I don't feel like it. It's cool. I'm fine.
Cool about what just happened?
I was talking to mom.
No, you pointed at me though. I'm trying to figure out what happened.
So we got robots
Go ahead.
that can scan motherfucking fossils, my nigga.
But speaking of AI, they just created a bug, a little like a size of a fly.
Was that Nigel?
Wow.
Man, you look more like a fly than I do.
Nigga, what?
But they just created a little AI the size of a fly with a gun attached to take out his target. It face scans and take out his target, shoot it right in the middle of his head.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Speaking
That's
of AI,
your
this bug is there's no control over the bug. Once they
Who's
send
the
it
bug
off,
taken out?
any target they have, it's military equipment, ma. They just trying to kill motherfuckers. But I'm saying,
What clearance did you have to know about this top secret shit?
Actually, I was alright. So I was at work with these.
The hell are you, Colin Powell, nigga? You know the top secret shit?
I was with these little country white dudes. You know, they like guns and
They like niggers too.
Well, it's work, so I mean, I don't get to choose the people. But he showed the whole seminar, and the dude was just like, "I'm not controlling this bug. It's, you know what I'm saying, it's all from, you know, AI." And that motherfucker just took a whole shot and took the whole head off the target, bro. And I was just like,
Blew your mind, didn't
yes, bro, it straight blew my mind. Like, this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is in spy movies, my nigga. This shit don't happen in reality.
Spy Kids is real life.
Hey, speaking of Spy Kids, I was just watching the other day, and that
You
shit,
know
they
you got
gadgets was
Nigga,
straight.
really?
Yeah,
You
they
know you got
gadgets was
kids.
legitimately dope, bro. Only thing I didn't like was they watched Didn't Tell Time.
Spy Kids or Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Oh, I want Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I like now movies. Or are you talking about like which one would you want to be?
Motherfuckers.
Which one would you want to be?
Oh, I'm Shark Boy for sure, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Shark Boy and Lava Girl is definitely. I would rather have abilities over gadgets. I don't give a fuck about Batman. I'm sorry. He can die at any moment.
Okay, Nigel, it was nice of you trying to switch the subject and ease the tension. But
Did you watch in your spare time?
Oh, well, I did. It wasn't my spare time. It was their spare time.
In honor of Millie, what the nigga name is? Millie Mel. I know what I'm naming this episode.
What?
Murder on my mind.
Oh.
We can talk about damn murder the whole damn episode.
You gonna do Melly like that? Respect though, man.
Do you think he did it?
Yes. His song is
Do you think he did it?
Who the hell is Millie Mel?
Melly? You ain't never heard Murder on My Mind?
It's actually a nice song.
It is. It is. But
Hold on.
he said in detail what
Yes.
happened.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
On my mind.
That song, if I'm not mistaken, that song came out before it actually happened.
Yeah.
It did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Cause I think the shooting happened in like October.
And that came out in like August.
I thought this was in a different year that this shooting happened.
No.
Mm-mm. This was October last year, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit,
But then again, I don't keep up with hood news.
Yeah.
When Boosie got out, he set up in McDonald's and said something about killing a motherfucker that was coming for his family or something.
Yeah, he
A
was
week
at
later, and the dude ended up
dead.
dead.
Yeah, he was on live, and the dude was talking stuff and talking about he was gonna hurt his son, and he was like, "Hey, check out who that name is." Yeah, you should never did that. Next week he was gone.
Exactly.
Next week he was gone.
Damn, a rapper just got
Well,
shot and
Boosie
killed in the
went
head
to jail for that.
in Chicago.
Where's Chicago?
Yeah.
You can't really-
They got Kelly
Everybody
and
rapping
Killers.
in Chicago.
They got Kelly and
Kelly-
Killers.
No, you got Kelly Smollett and Killers.
Jesse Kelly Killers. Jesse Kelly and Killers. Just Kelly and Killers.
You just killing Kellys.
Yeah, I don't do it.
All of this is fucked up. Right?
Damn, Chicago been taking some L's lately.
Yeah.
They've been creating their own L.
They had the polar vortex.
Jesse just blew my mind with that one. They're just like, you dumb motherfucker. Like,
And the Polar
Come on.
Vortex should have blew him away.
But they still saying he didn't do it.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I
He
don't
did it.
know. He definitely, I feel like he definitely set himself up. Like,
Hey, y'all ready to get up out of here?
Yeah.
yeah.
This has been another episode of the Verbal Vitamin Podcast.
But
We
then
out.
let Vic close out.
He didn't even do the noise.
I like
It's
this.
not even
Oh,
closed right.
I was waiting for my turn.
I like
You
this
see,
opening.
I was in the back of my
You
seat
done
ready
leaned
to
up a
jump
little bit?
forward. But go ahead, just start it over. I'm gonna got you. But you gotta be more alive. You can't. Yeah, it's been another.
I'm right
episode,
here.
man.
I hear me.
No, I'm talking about you sound like it's another episode.
I'm trying. Everybody got
You
their own
trying to get
personality.
draws
I'm trying to get
Yeah,
my brand
this is
on.
Quiet Storm.
Let somebody else some panties.
This is a
And
Quiet
this has
Storm.
been another episode of your Verbal Vitamin Podcast.
Come on.
That was trash. That's how you supposed to do
You
it.
did that Keith Sweat radio and shit.
Alright, y'all, it's been another episode of the I got tongue tied. Alright, everybody, it's another episode of the Verbal Vitamin Podcast. It's been your boy Vic, aka Fresh Prince Vic.
It's NEves18 on the Instagram. Lonely Stoner, follow.
Bye, y'all.
Lonely stoner.
Yeah, my woman don't smoke no more.
He's been so upset about this for the past